When the value-added tax is introduced in July of 2014, everyone will be required to participate, although ultimately consumers are the ones who will pay the tax. Businesses will collect the tax, and this means understanding how the tax works, what it applies to, and how you can save. At the first public forum on VAT, officials highlighted what consumers should know. Clint Watson explains.
It's important to know what are the exempted goods and services from value-added tax. Financial experts believe this will help you make better choices in spending your money. VAT consultant Pauline Peters says a tax will be charged at a rate of 15% or 10% reduced rate in the hotel sector. Exports and international travel are among those goods and services excluded.
Some of the citizens may not be, the level of the income would be reduced as a result of the fact that they would now have to pay VAT on most of the goods and services that are going to be available to them. However, for social policy reasons, there are going to be some exemptions so that those goods will be made available to citizens at a reduced rate or make it available to them without the VAT being applied to them.
VAT will be applied when goods are imported, although the $600 customs exemption will still be available. But an advantage for consumers is there is no filing requirement.
You'd make your purchase as normal, you would pay the VAT to the supplier, you would get your receipts, and that supplier would have the responsibility of accounting to the government for the VAT. And at the point of import, you would bring in your items, you would pay the VAT to the customs, and that will be the end of the process.
We should expect to see not only an increase in the price of goods, but now a charge for services that prior to value-added tax may have been free. For example, a dinner may cost $100. A 15% gratuity charge brings it to $115. Now add the 15% value-added tax and the total cost will be $130. Consumers are being urged to claim their receipts so they know how much value-added tax they've paid on a particular item. You should also monitor prices on the shelves.
Because the price will be displayed VAT exclusive, and when you get to the cash counter, you will be able to see the amount of VAT that is actually applied to that particular good or service. There may be a shift in consumption, because what will happen, given that there are going to be some items that are exempted from VAT, consumers will now be able to manage their consumption. You would find that consumers are being a bit more conscious with respect to how they spend their own money, what items they would spend their money on.
Registered businesses who are authorized to collect VAT will have a VAT-registered certificate displayed. An online register will also be available. Unregistered businesses, or those businesses providing exempt services like medical and financial services, cannot charge value-added tax. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.